Hey everybody. Today we want to talk about what to do if you wake up with a stiff neck. I don't know about you, but sometimes that has happened to me and you wake up and you're like, man, what did I do? And did I sleep wrong? Was it the pillow? Was it the mattress? And frequently I try to tell patients that it's probably what you did the day before. Often what it is some of the muscles have gotten overly tight and stiff and they've compressed the joint in the neck called the facet joint. I'll show you here on this little model, but when you have the neck here, the little joints that are in the back of the spine, they're called the facet joint. And that facet joint, when it gets compressed by the muscles like the trap or the levator scap or some of the splenius capitis or cervicis muscles, it compresses it to the point where it inflames the joint. And that's often what gives you that really sharp, stabby pain with your stiff neck in the morning. So what do you do about it? How do you handle those kind of things? Well, I got some ideas for you. So the first and foremost one is just keep moving. Don't try to be the stiff, kind of tin man to try to protect it, but try to keep moving as well and as loose as you possibly can. Jump in the shower. In the shower, you get some hot water on it. That can really be helpful. I would not use a heating pad. That's not a really great idea, but a hot shower or a hot tub can be absolutely perfect for that stiff neck in the morning. And you can also do some just kind of nice, easy motion. So, like for example, you get the shower, hot water beating on you, and you just take the neck through some easy range of motion exercises. So simply just do some little lateral rotation, just kind of look as far as you can to the left, and then look as far as you can to the right. And then likewise, look down just a little bit, nice and gentle. Go ahead and look up. You might do a little bit of lateral bending, taking an ear to the side, kind of ear to the other side. And then a really important one that we ought to forget is protraction and retraction. So that's kind of like sticking your chin out and then pulling your chin all the way back. And when you're doing this, just a couple things to keep in mind. Again, it's going to be stiff. You're going to feel that achiness. It doesn't really want to move when you're moving it, but just take it kind of gentle. Don't go into any sharp pain. If you've got that kind of, particularly with the rotations, a big one for a lot of people, they start to rotate the neck and it's like, ooh, they feel that catch. Don't go into that sharpness. Take it almost to it and then back it off. And the more you start to move the neck, the more the muscles will relax, the less the joint will become compressed, and you'll get less of that sharp pain as it gets to moving. Another thing you can do is called an isometric exercise. So it's going through those same ranges of motion. You're just doing it with a little bit of resistance. We're trying to activate the muscle and kind of honestly fatigue it just a smidge. So again, from a rotation standpoint, take like your hand and just kind of resist as I'm looking towards the right. And hold it for a few seconds and then relax. And we do it again and kind of resist as we go to the left. Good. And you do the same thing with flexion and extension behind, lateral bending to the sides, and again, even kind of protraction and retraction. You can do that with just a little bit of resistance as a way, again, of fatiguing the muscle, getting to kind of activate, not compress, not create sharp pain, but just get some activity going. And also with that will come the relaxation of that muscle. So that works really well. Now, another thing is don't try to overdo that stretching or that movement through the neck. In fact, you might even do better by working with the thoracic spine. So the thoracic spine is that area between your shoulders and your kind of mid to low back. And if you can get some motion there, it can be very helpful. The easiest way to do that is actually go for a walk. When you're out walking, that motion of kind of letting your arms swing, believe it or not, really helps to loosen up the muscles of the shoulders, which will in turn loosen up the neck. So I really love walking as a great way to help with a stiff neck. Another one you can do is use a foam roller. So you get on a foam roller, lean back and forth on it, and just kind of work on extension through the thoracic spine. And that can, again, be very good to help loosen the neck up. And the other one is an exercise that we taught in our morning mobility routine. If you haven't seen that, go to our YouTube channel, Core Roanoke, and you can pull that up, or you can look at it on our website at coreroanoke.com. And that morning mobility routine has an exercise called the thoracic rotation, or it's a tripod position. You're on one hand and two knees, and the free hand is moving through rotation. And that exercise, when you're in that position, just really helps to, again, work with the movement of the thoracic spine. And by loosening the thoracic spine and the shoulders, you're going to help to loosen up that neck when you wake up with it really being stiff. So anyway, I hope those tips really help you. Obviously, the no-brainers with this are you can also see your chiropractor. I'd highly recommend that. Even if you feel like, man, I don't want somebody messing with my neck when it's this stiff and tight, you'd be surprised between some active release technique or even some acupuncture, or again, just some gentle kind of movements that we can really get the neck to loosen up. And then if we are able to, we'll adjust it, we'll manipulate it. But if it's just too stiff, we'll kind of just let it go for a day or two and let it calm down. But we can really enhance or improve that stiff neck and really get it back to normal as quick as possible through kind of the chiropractic work that we would do in our office. So again, I hope that helps you. We would love to see you. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment in the video section below, or you can give us a shout out on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll be glad to help you any way that we can. I hope you have a great day. Take care.